Hi there, this video is about how to write your introduction for your assignment on Pioneer Dairy. So by the end of the video, I want you to be able to explain what an introduction is and then start to decide what I need to include in your introduction. So let's take a look at what we need to include. The first dot point there straight from your assignment sheet and the marking criteria. So the introduction, tell the reader why you're writing the report, outline the report structure, include a map of the fieldwork area in relation to the school and other local features. Remember that acronym maps in geography use bolts. So to summarise that, what we need to do is to tell the reader of the purpose of the study. Why are we making these, doing these research methods? Why are we going out to Pioneer Dairy? What are we measuring? Why are we doing this? And what do we hope to achieve by this? That really is what the purpose of the study is. Remember, you're writing as a scientist, and someone in the future, whether it be next year, next month, whenever, can pick up your work and copy the assignment. So that's what the purpose of the study is. Then you've got a report structure. That can be a single sentence with a few dot points outlining how the structure's gonna the report's gonna be. So obviously step one will be an introduction, then your hypotheses, your methodology, your results, and so on. And then after that, really I'm looking for some background information, and that's why you're going to put a map. On that map, you're going to include things like where Pioneer Dairies are located in relation to the school, to other major features like Wyong, Westfield, the M1 motorway. I'd be considering all those type of things. Also remember that with maps, they must be precise and accurate, hence why we use bolts. And if you've forgotten what bolts are, there's a video on that, but the B stands for a border around your map, so you can show where the map ends. Then the O is the orientation, so a north arrow to help us identify where the directions are. L is a legend or a key, so what you'll be doing is colouring areas that are important. You might do some land use on that map to indicate where industry is, where houses are, even where the school is. And then every map must have a title, and that's what the T in bolt stands for. And then S is your scale. The type of scale you're looking at is going to be as a ratio 1 to 10,000. So what that's saying is that every centimetre on your map is 100 meters. So that will help you, sort of explain distances, particularly in relation to the school and also where Wyong is. We've also put there any other features or any other information. It'd be really good for you to do a bit of your own research, talk about what Pioneer Dairy was 50 years ago, 60 years ago, what is it like now, and that will help you to try and explain to the reader the background of your work. So that's what you've got to include, and that's what it's linked with in the marking criteria. Here's some other general points. So like I said, the introduction has to mention the rationale of the study and what part of philosophy it relates to, and that's what you can put in your purpose as well. Like, why are we doing this? We're taking you guys out of school for a whole day. It's got to be important. We're not doing it for the sake of it. It needs to include the location where the study is going to be carried out. So again, that's why we're using our maps. The introduction needs to mention why the study would be useful for a geographer, or how does it contribute to existing geography knowledge resource. So again, that's your purpose. Why would anyone want to look at Pioneer Dairy? Why have people looked at the management? And that's what you need to answer. The report is best expressed in the form of a question, as it helps you maintain the focus of your study. For example, the study is focused on trying to answer the question as to how changes in the industrial development have affected landscape in a particular area. So that's why we've given you a question, and that introduction is really just to set the scene and help you to make some really solid conclusions based on good quantitative data that you're going to take out in the field. The introduction can lead into a more detailed discussion on how and where the study is going to be carried out, and then that's what you can put in your any other information to add. You should discuss in detail the choice of this area for study. Again, you can put that in your purpose. Why is pioneer dairy a really good area to study? And I'm trying to give you some hints here, but the location has got a lot to do with pioneer dairy. It's a big open space. We're on the Central Coast. Central Coast, one of the top 10 most populated areas in Australia. Put two and two together and try and link those two reasons, and that's what I should see in your introduction. You need to include items related to the area under study, such as maps. Obviously that's straightforward and easy, and then the study needs to be related to concept study in the syllabus, and we've outlined those in your assignment. So you've got lots of information there, and students will need to research information for the background and context, and that's what we've already said about that background information. Okay, so that's a lot of information that I've put into this video about what an introduction should be. It is the first part of your assignment, so you need to make sure it's first of all written well. And when I mean written well, sentences make sense. They start off with capitals, end with full stops, good grammar, plenty of nouns. And again, you know, I want to see pioneer dairy spelt with a capital P and a capital D, Central Coast spelt with capital C for Central, capital C for Coast. So make sure you're doing that. And also in this playlist, there are other videos to help you with each of the different sections, and it'd be great if you liked and subscribed to my channel. All right, thanks.